We go to Colombia, where the 33rd round of the Colombian peace talks between the government and FARC guerrillas will soon be underway. They're taking place in Havana, Cuba. As they get started, former United Nations Secretary General Kofi Annan is in Colombia to help move the peace process forward. Annan arrived 2 days ago and will be speaking today at the conference with President Juan Manuel Santos. The conference will address transitional justice, which is the main issue of the next round of peace talks.
By their determination to work together.
And for more now on the peace talks and Annan's visit, we go live to our correspondent Natalia Margarita in Bogota. Natalia, I understand you were at that conference. You've heard Kofi Annan and both the president speak there. What did you hear?
Yes, Cody. Well, right today, when the Colombia peace dialogues are resuming in Havana, former General Secretary from the UN, Kofi Annan, as you said, has addressed a conference on truth commission and peace processes here in Colombia's capital, Bogota. During his speech, Mr. Annan referred positively to the ongoing peace process and insists on the importance of truth-seeking as a central part of any peace process in the world. While he acknowledged that every armed conflict is different and has its own particularities, he said that there are at least two common issues that should be granted in any peace process. One is a frank dialogue among the actors involved, and on the other hand, that victims have all the right to justice, to know the truth and to know that it won't happen again. In this order of ideas, Mr. Annan highlights three key elements of transitional justice and truth commission. First, that clarity is vital to avoid later disappointments. Second, that transitional justice as well as truth commissions must reflect the local realities and not global templates. And he insists that good leadership is crucial for the success of any peace process in the world. Mr. Annan, who has been in Colombia during these 2 past days, has already expressed his support for the ongoing peace negotiations, as well as his willingness to contribute as much as he can to this process. So he's traveling tomorrow from Bogota to Havana, Cuba, to meet both peace delegations and contribute, as I said, as much as he can to the peace negotiations.
All right, Natalia, thanks so much. We know you'll continue to follow Kofi Annan's visit there in Colombia and the latest round of these peace talks getting underway in Havana, Cuba. Thanks again to Natalia. Taking a look now at the progress of the Colombian peace process as it enters these final stages. The peace process began in 2012 with a 5-point agenda which has sought to address the key issues faced by the country and which have fueled the armed conflict. Out of the 5 points, the government and the guerrilla group have reached agreements on 3. Those include agrarian development policies, political participation, and the stemming of illicit drugs. And as Natalia reports, currently the parties are discussing transitional justice issues as part of victim reparations. The final points to discuss are the definitive mechanisms to end the conflict that has lasted for more than 5 decades.